Just look at the left side of the galaxy. Look at it for a moment. Just drink this in. Look at all of the black holes. Just dotting, both within my territory and outside of it. Just dotting space. All of the stars are just slowly getting annihilated. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. I didn't even write down my notes for, like, the opening thoughts for this one. I was about to, and then I looked at this screen as I zoomed out, and I just started laughing. I was like, nope, I've got it. I'm good. Let's play some more Stellaris Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. We are just about done, I think. And just seeing what kind of havoc we can wreak in the meantime. I have started utterly annihilating Pondoc Mog, which does have... Let's see if I can find it. Where would it be? There's a planetary interdictor here, an FTL inhibitor. Where is it, though? It's not the fortresses, is it? It's not the Hyper Entertainment Forum. Is it a holding? Maybe it is on the ring, but the thing is, I control the ring. So what's the deal? Just not sure. But anyway, once we get a Star Eater within range of that, it's not going to be a problem either way. So we do have an enemy fleet that's down here trying to cause problems. And I have my own fleet coming to hit them back for it. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Vivisandians first, though. This fleet down here, so that they don't get any crazy ideas. Matter of fact, tell you what, let's go ahead and jump to this system. And then we're going to hit them right away and then come back to finish those orders. As I said, I'm mostly going to keep the clock running. We have the, what I presume is the final stage. If not the final stage, it's got to be the second to final stage of the partial etherophasic engine building up. Oh my god, look at this thing. Also, could I get anything at this point from interacting with the Shroud Enclave? They're up here somewhere. Hang on. Aren't they? Or did they get annihilated at some point? I thought they were up here, but I guess they're not. Let's go ahead and build an additional starport there. I thought I had the Shroud Enclave in my territory, but it appears I do not. Although, I could always just look at this list. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, maybe I didn't. Or maybe they did get... Yeah, I guess maybe they did get destroyed at some point. Interesting. Alright, well. It kind of occurred to me a while back, like, I wonder if there's something... A surprise catch. We have an asset within the Vivisandian Empire. That's hilarious. Not really necessary at this point, but I'll take it. You know what I could do? I could totally just jump here and then crack that star. I'm going to do it. I've already given the order to crack that star. Yeah, I was just wondering if the Shroud Enclave might have any interaction with this endgame stuff that we're doing, given that it's so Shroud specific. We're very rapidly building up more dark matter in the off chance that what we're doing here in the Omen system is not the final stage. We have 1,330 days remaining in that project. And it does look like, oh good, the interdictor's been destroyed. So what I can now do is move forward. Let's go ahead and we're going to let the fleets separate a little bit. I haven't typically been doing this. And then, of course, the Sober Tour is following the embedded stratum. I'm going to let them have their own destiny for a bit, because it seems as I've said many times in recent episodes, it seems like the following is what's creating issues with some of the reinforcement of my ships. So maybe that's the case. Well, there goes that star. We are thoroughly annihilating all of these, and we are now sitting on 20k dark matter again, and we are not even ready to begin the next phase. We're just plowing through. Let's see. Where is the shimmering? All right, you're here. Yeah. I want you to hit the Gemma system. And then I suppose it would be good. Yeah, you've taken a bunch of my systems down here, haven't you? All of these were mine not long ago, including the Soao system. I didn't even notice them making these advances. See, that's what happens when you're the Crisis. Like, you're just such a superior consciousness that you start to take away their territory and they don't even notice. I'm not talking about my consciousness. I'm talking about it's fitting the story a little bit. Like, we're becoming so powerful. We're becoming detached from reality. We don't need those systems down there. So we're like the Borg. It's like we're not reacting because you're not a threat. It's kind of cool. All right, so it looks like we have yet another frickin' this is so obnoxious. All right, so we have to bomb this thing to Kingdom Come. Not a problem. We'll happily do so. All right, so that star has been destroyed. Let's go ahead and hit this one next. And I guess I can go ahead and just queue up several stars in this area. How much dark matter are we sitting on now? 22k. Also, we are taking a chunk out of the Sildaron, so I would be surprised if we continue to push into their territory this episode, especially if we can get to their capital, which is... we're getting close. I would be surprised if we were still anywhere below first place after the next 15 minutes of gameplay. All right, so that colony's getting utterly annihilated. And we have the Juggernaut kind of standing by. I guess you can join in the bombing. Nothing wrong with that. Don't want you to feel left out, Juggernaut. Somehow we have one... How did you get declared missing in action? You're gone for another 3 months. How is that possible? I don't see where that happened. Maybe it was a fleet that was down here. Oh, I think maybe that was the fleet that I sent down here to intercept. And for whatever reason... Oh, okay, yeah. They got caught in the backwash of a supernova. That's how that happened. Alright, Kelazok Prime has been established. Alright, so let's go ahead. It looks like I can... I don't want to replace that, I just want to repair. I think I'm mainly... Yeah, this was clearly my planet. So we're just rebuilding it. That's fine. Totally fine. Alright, so the Star Eater down here is done. Let's crack that one, and we'll crack Havenshire too, I don't care. Archaeological site event pending. Belligerent Party C. The shielded planet in this system was the capital of one of the warring empires the Armistice Initiative was formed to stop. The empire's name is still unknown. They are referred to as simply Belligerent Party C in all initiative records recovered so far. Apparently, the Armistice Initiative sought to make an example of Belligerent Party C. After invading their space and winning several hard-fought battles, the initiative permanently imprisoned the homeworld of Party C behind an energy shield. A military base was established on the nearby moon to maintain the shield and act as a response force in the unlikely event of a containment failure. So, We did gain some additional minor artifacts there. How many do we have? 39. We need many, many, many more. All right, so it looks like the... Yeah. It's down. So let's go ahead and split up slightly. And the main thing I want to do is just move straight for their capital system. No thought makes me happier right now, because these guys were at the head of the Federation that was generally making my life difficult for most of the game, even though it was... Okay, Space Storm Adav, don't care. Even though it was mostly smooth sailing this series, what frustration I did experience was more or less all their fault. All right. Any additional cracking that can be done? Doesn't look like it. So they're in Lawam. So the Galactic Vivisandian Empire has a sector capital here. The Econo Kingdom, which is probably a more minor empire, has a capital there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start moving towards the primary goal. I'm going to get the Shimmering Stratum back into position. Actually, I stand corrected. Let's bring the Shimmering Stratum down here. So it looks like they will arrive at Rabanok. We're going to take control of all of this again. And then we're going to hit Yakuri. It does seem like some replacement of these ships is in order. Still continually annihilating planets. Stars and planets, for that matter.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Where's that? Oh, that's cute. Alright, so they're still around here messing with me. So something that I can do... Tell you what, let me... Yeah, this fleet doesn't stand a chance against that station. My basic level, like... What's this? This is a starbase? So I suppose this is a starbase. Oh yeah, it's the starbase around Udpol Zagjax. So Zagjax, holy crap. So this world is not, yeah, they're not to be trifled with. This is a fully fledged, and it even has defense platforms. So no wonder Rixum has stood the test of time. You just can't see from the map that there's a powerful station there. That's not a dynamic that I'm used to in Stellaris. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these in position. And I do want to hit these outlying worlds here as we make our way towards the capital. With a couple of different fleets at once. This is utterly gross. Okay, you know what else we can do now? We can go ahead and buy. Holy crap. Oh, it's so much. Okay, I don't need all that Zero. Alright, so we'll buy a little bit more. I don't know how much I'll need when I'm done. Let's see how much time has passed. We're trying to keep the clock moving. Yeah, 891 days remaining. Getting close. Okay, so now we have some... Ooh. Kinetic weapon attack speed. Probably a good idea. Defense platform hull points. Let's just Let's keep being defensive. Let's be true to the playthrough, to the bitter end. Well, it's not going to be a bitter end at this point. It's going to be a pretty awesome end from the looks of it. Unless things go sideways somehow, which at this point I don't know how that would be. But I am open-minded that the game could find some way to laugh in my face. I would not be surprised in the slightest. At all. Not even a little. Alright, so the systems in this... Or the planets... Man, words, Hadrian. The fleets in this system, I want you all to bomb the crap out of that planet. Because that... Well, actually, there's multiple worlds. So, tell you what, why don't you split your efforts? Thankfully, the third planet back there doesn't actually have an FTL inhibitor, but we need to get those taken care of. Every time you hear that alarm sound, that's a star getting blown up. Look at this. Just look at it. It's glorious.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Oh, that's cute. Hang on, I'm just going to send the Juggernaut in to hit those guys. And then we can leave it sitting there for the time being. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit these systems. Yep, we're pretty much ready to hit their capital right now. So is the flex stratum. Let's go ahead and move them into position. Research completes. Naval capacity plus 20. Very good. Yeah, naval capacity is in much better shape now. Let's just do additional strike craft damage. At this point, it's kind of trivial. Hostile fleet? Where? Oh, a single stellar cruiser. I'm quaking. Quaking in my boots. Alright, so the interdictor is gone here. Pirate station raided. Let's go ahead and have this pair of fleets hang out by the other interdictor and destroy it. And then we should be able to cruise almost straight there with the rest of the fleet. Glorious, look at that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give the order for all of them to move in on Sela. Not even going to wait.
Hostile fleet rumble.
How are we doing on dark matter? 40k. We're not even done with the current research stage. How you feeling about your victory now? Yeah, their score is dropping quickly. Once I bomb their capital, they're going to have another thing coming. Alright, so I no longer see an interdictor there. 1, 2, no, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to hit that one. There is an interdictor there, which is kind of annoying. But I can deal with that, actually. Hang on. Let's go ahead and jump you into position right now. We're just going to jump that fleet straight in. Alright. And now for the really fun part. We have this outpost here. This outpost here. Alright, so the holdfast stratum is the one that... Yeah, I'm just going to have you start bombing Sildoria. You guys are in trouble now. Also, I do need some reinforcements in a few of these fleets. So let's get that done. Man, all these systems surrounding your innermost core of territory are falling left and right. How do you feel about that? Just curious. All right, I'm going to use the rubricator to create 30 minor artifacts. Nice. And the weathered stratum is done here. I can annihilate the... Okay, there's a couple... There are a couple of interdictors for me to deal with. Looks like the Juggernaut still needs to deal with a few troublemakers here, so we'll do that. Thankfully, the Juggernaut can handle itself. And now we have 46k dark matter. So if the last stage requires 50k, then I'm going to be ready for it by the time it finishes. That's how well this is going. And then we have this fleet down here just mopping up. Alright, I want you to go ahead and hit Yakuri, please. But first, I want you to attack those guys. It's amazing how at this point, I mean, look at the amount of alloys I have. Look at the amount of minerals I have. At this point, anytime I need to reinforce my fleets, I just hit a button. And shenanigans from the reinforcement system notwithstanding, it just happens. And I love everything about it. Alright, so I think that got taken care of. Yep, it did. Juggernaut just took care of that science ship. I'm tempted to send the Juggernaut in to deal with, like, that capital world right there of the Vivisandians, because that's the Vivisandian capital right there. I could just send the Juggernaut to attack it right now. They couldn't do anything about it. Let's do it. Hang on, let me make sure. Yeah. I don't know that the Juggernaut can bomb, but I'm going to send them anyway. Alright, so this Star Eater is done down here. You know what that means? Right. Trying to keep things unpaused.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Oh, really? Oh, that's the end of the archaeological site. Let's see what we got. The shield generator. The initiative moon base was kept operational for several centuries. Hang on, let's go back out of the map because that thunder is loud. But with no signs of containment failure, the forces were gradually scaled back. Shifting alliances and infighting between the various initiative members eventually left the base completely deserted. Automated systems were left in place to maintain the shield surrounding Party C's homeworld, and they have incredibly remained functional up until now. Alas, a critical power cable was severed when our archaeologists dug their way into the subterranean generator chamber. After 75,000 years of continuous operation, the shield is no more. So this will change the planet to a relic world, which we can now colonize, and we absolutely will. Looks like we're going to call it Lathvos. Why not? I feel like I already have a planet called Lathvos. But I have a lot of planets, and like I said, we're the crisis at this point. Earthly matters, so to speak, don't concern us. Archaeological site discovered. Abandoned Ecumenopolis. Oh, another archaeological site. Really? Okie doke. have we here? Energy weapon attack speed. Okay. Yeah, let's do more energy damage. Alright, so we need to bomb as much as possible. Yep. It looks like mainly... Alright, we are almost done here. Yeah, the interdictors in this system are virtually gone. So I just need you to start hitting their homeworld as well. This is so hilarious. They're getting annihilated. Alright. And once again, we are sitting on 54k dark matter. How close are we to 291 days? This might be it. I'm gonna let things continue as they currently are. All right, that's a relatively large fleet up against the Juggernaut. Let's see how they do. And to the Arimathian Council. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Arimathian Council, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Yeah, I think the Juggernaut is actually winning this battle. Yeah, they are. Oh, that's hilarious. This single ship is just annihilating them. Get wrecked. Oh, that feels good. That's so satisfying to see. The Juggernaut just manhandling the entire system. Now, if we head back to Forever Springs, let's see. Not interested. Guarantee revoked. Galactic Vivisanian Empire stopped guaranteeing the independence of the Benthal Stellar League. Yeah, because they're like, yeah, I don't think that we can really keep up with all of the terrible stuff that's happening right now, so you're on your own. Have fun. Alright, I'm now going to jump. This is happening. I'm jumping my Star Eater to these systems. Wait, hang on. I think I did that wrong. I want you to jump. And then I want you to crack these systems. And then that one. 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 And then how about this one? And that one too. Okay. Well, while this is happening, hang on. We need all of these fleets. Where are you, by the way? Are you still down here, attacking them down here? Yes, you are. So I need you to continue wreaking havoc in this general direction, but everyone else needs to follow number one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and send these guys up to Fivalion to take care of these ships that are attacking. And I'm actually going to give the order to directly attack the two fleets to make sure that they die. And then I'm just going to head up, because I've effectively decapitated the Sildaron. They're done. Their entire core homeworlds have just been utterly bombed to the Stone Age. And now I'm coming in to destroy the stars. Bye-bye. Let's take a look. Ironically, we are still not ahead of them in score. Really, a hostile fleet. You're going to warn me about a hostile fleet. I'm about to destroy their home stars.
Fleet rumbled.
It's literally happening right now. It's charging up. It's going to happen. I mean, I guess I can see why they're still showing as strong, because they do still have a number of strong star bases nearby, but those are probably their two, those are some of their most important economic bastions that are about to just get detonated. Not even detonated, deleted. Also, hang on. Oh, also, we're 60 days from probably winning this. So this will be fun. You know what? Hang on. We've got to just watch it, because if this is either the end or the very last phase. Judging by how many panels are still open, I would guess if it's like a Dyson sphere, we still have one more phase after this. And if that's the case, it's fine, because I think I already have the dark matter for it. We're at 60k right now. Unless they need 100k, in which case I just won't keep blowing up stars for a second. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. The etherophasic engine. Okay, one more phase. 50,000. The etherophasic engine has ripped a massive hole in the fabric of the shroud. It is not yet large enough for us to fully subvert the realm, but the rupture has spurred a lot of activity among the shroud entities. They have finally recognized the threat we pose, but their efforts will amount to nothing. The tendrils of the engine are embedded too deeply in the shroud to be severed now. We are close now, so very close. All right, so the question is, will more powerful psionic entities emerge now? That's what we'll have to see. Okay. So, Admiral gained straight. Nice. So that just got blown up. Let's see how they stand now economically after losing their most powerful. Really? Really? You're still second place. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Maybe the month needs to tick by. They just lost their capital system. End of the Bellamicos and Star Imperium. All right, did you just lose an ally? I bet you just lost an ally. All right, yeah, our score is closing in on them quickly. We'll probably be, within one more episode, we'll probably be ahead of the Hothrodden directors as well in terms of score, because we're just gaining so much power so quickly. I don't want to build another fleet, because honestly, I don't have another number on my keyboard. But, all right, so the Shimmering Stratum is down here. I want you to just conquer all of this, please. Now, I'm going to leave this Juggernaut here for now. Not going to do anything about that station at the moment, because the starbase is technically under occupation. But we're just going to start hitting the Galactic Vivisandian Empire in the next episode. I'm going to wrap this one here, though, because it's pretty clear that we still have... Let's take a look. This is the final stage. 1,759 days remaining. If I keep the clock moving by the end of the next episode, unless the game throws a massive curveball, which at this point, I'm just saying that to cover bases, we're going to be done. We're going to be completely set. So it's just a matter of getting to that final point and reaching the end of the Ullyxr Collective's story. It's been a long time coming at this point. Also, for the record, in the first episode of this, where I was like, oh, how am I going to, make sure that we have 2 Stellaris series ongoing, even though one is on an older patch? I'll just massively pre-record. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it turns out nothing went wrong, per se. Just February and early March were a lot more hectic than expected for reasons that have already been discussed in the series and channel's distant past at this point. But it's funny now looking back on this when I was like, oh yeah, I'll just massively pre-record it, Nothing is going to, slow down my momentum at all, and I'm just going to keep doing things the way I'm doing them rather than changing things entirely to use different software and so forth. So that's fun. It's fun to reflect back on that. But we are now, I would say, at the end, within one episode of Heralds of the Dark Nova. And it's been a blast. So I hope you'll join me for one more. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.